Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm looking at this. This is Knock at the Cabin from 2023. Yes, that's this year. And I'll tell you what, I think it is one of the best films of the year. It really is good. It's definitely up there for me as amongst my favourite. It really is. It's such a great film. I absolutely love it. And the more I've watched it now, the more I just grow to love it. Anyhow, let's get into it. It is 100 minutes long. It's on Rotten Tomatoes, 67%. The critics, as usual, they're normally very critical, and they certainly are. But there is, I think, a recognition that this is actually a really good film. I think there is underneath all that, and the usual criticisms. Anyhow, the screenplay is by M. Night Shyamalan. The first draft, in fact, was by Steve Desmond and Michael Sherman, and then he kind of developed that and produced, I think, added even more of what his vision of the film was within the script. It's based on a novel called The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul G. Tremblay, and that is what the screenplay is loosely based on. Though I think it's a very different ending in some ways to what the book is. Now, it's directed, of course, by M. Night Shyamalan. And what a great director he is. I mean, you just look at his films, and I'm really getting into him at the moment. I'm having a bit of a thing where I'm going through all these films. He started, of course, in terms of getting recognition with The Sixth Sense in 1999. He had been making films before that, but that was the one that really put him on the map. And, of course, we've got The Village, 2004, Signs, 2002, and then another great set of films is the Unbreakable trilogy. So we've got Unbreakable from 2000, then we've got Split 2016, and Glass 2019. And Old, I absolutely love that. That was the film before this one, 2021, which is quite controversial because that one didn't get a lot of love among some people. Some people like me really loved it and saw how good it was, but others, it just didn't get them. It really didn't. But there we are. That's sort of his look at his sort of films. He's the sort of director that you could just talk about because he's so thorough in what he does, and he has his standard. You just see this if you watch the extras on these releases, when you talk to him, how he meticulously plans every shot out, and fantastic the way his relationship with his actors and the crew around him. He really is a great director. He's got that something very special, and that's what he brings to the screen. It's all done with a lot of hard work and thought, and he's got such a talent. Anyhow, I'm going off there. Let's get into the cast. The cast is headed by Dave Bautista. I can't say his name right. Bautista. That's it, Bautista. Dave Bautista. He plays Leonard. Now, I'm not really into wrestling, but I do know enough about him that he was a wrestler between 2002 and 2019. Also, I think he's also been involved in martial arts. He's got the look, he's got the bulk, he's got a film career now, certainly going for him. He has been in a few films, and his roles have built up. He was in Riddick 2013, and of course he's part of the Marvel universe. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in 2017, and then this year he was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 2023. Also, he was in the Avengers Infinity War 2018 and Avengers The Endgame 2019. Also, it was in Dune, the 2021, and he's going to be in next year the part 2 of Dune as well. So that's something to look for. Oh, and also, I didn't realize he was in Blade Runner 2049. So he was in that great film. That was from 2017. Next cast member, we've got Jonathan Groff, who plays Eric. This is quite a very important role, and again, when you watch the interviews with him, it's fascinating. He was famous, I suppose, in a sense, for The Matrix Resurrections of 2021. He's really an actor, singer, appears a lot on Broadway, a lot of musicals. He's also a well-known LGBT, whatever it is. He's a gay rights activist. So there's that. Then we've got Ben Aldridge playing Andrew. He's an English actor. He was famous in a TV series, Fleabag, from 2016 to 2019, which was a big success. Also, he was in the Alfred, the Batman Alfred series, Pennyworth, from 2019 2023. Yes. What else is there? That's the sort of main sort of work I've seen in this. He's also another gay man playing a gay character. Now, Nikki Amuka Bird plays Sabrina. She is a British actress, and she, if you remember, she was in Old. Yes, Old, which I love. Other people don't. Yes. And then we have got another familiar face, Rupert Grint, who plays Redman. He, of course, is famous as Ron Weasley in all the Harry Potter films from 2001 right through to 2011, and he's been in a few television roles. But he's got a good role for him. Yep, he's in this. Then we've got Abby Quinn playing Adriana. She's sort of not got a massive list of films, but she's got TV roles. She is in this year a film called Hell of a Summer, which is, I think, more of a first-time independent kind of film. 2023. That's a comedy horror. That could be interesting. She's in that. She's good in this. Yes, she's got an important role, as they all have. And then I'd just like to mention Kristen Q. I think she plays Wen, the little girl. She's excellent in this film. Absolutely excellent. She really adds a lot to the film. And, M. Night Shyamalan, he just brings it all out beautifully in it. His relationship with her has just really helped this film, when he's directing. He's really good with her, and it's fantastic what he's done. And also, let's just say, he's getting Another appearance. He does tend to pop up in his films, doesn't he, as a director, which is interesting. It's only they're often sometimes they're a bit bigger role, but this is just a quick one. It's M Night Shyamalan is on a commercial, this information commercial host. We see him there on screen. Yes, there he is. Right. Now, this film was on a budget of $20 million budget, right? And it made $54.8 million, and it's probably still making the money. Principal photographer was at Burlington County, New Jersey, between April the 19th to June the 10th, 2022. Music is by Herdick Stefan Zondotti. I can't pronounce that. Yes. And this is the last film the M. Night Shyamalan is doing for Universal. He has now signed a deal with Warner Brothers. So we'll see what happens from that. So what is this film about? Eric and Andrew are on a vacation in a remote cabin with their adopted daughter, who they absolutely adore and love her. She's their life. She's brought them together, and she's proud that she's got two dads, and it's a really nice relationship. But all this is going to change because 4 strangers appear, and they are basically held hostage by these strangers, and they are faced with a terrible dilemma and horror. They are told that if one of them doesn't sacrifice themselves, and one of them must kill the other one who chooses to be the sacrifice, then the world will end. And of course, that seems preposterous madness. And as time goes on, as you begin to think, well, maybe it isn't such a daft thing that is going on here. And that's how the film unravels, and it's fantastic. What a story. And you get really tense watching it. You're not sure what is going to happen, what the outcome is going to be. And it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And all of the cast of actors are fantastic. They are so good in this role. I think they're really good. They all beautifully perform this, and they leave that sense of dread as well as the film goes on, because it really does become like a typical almost house invasion, but with a different twist. And what those films are like, the home invasion ones, they're very tense, and this one certainly has that. There isn't as much gore. What happens is very gory, but we don't see that. It's not very graphic, but the fear is very much there that it doesn't show. But it really is. So that is the basic premise of the story, and it's an excellent film. And you get this sort of questioning about faith, about people who believe in so much, and then the skeptics, the people who don't believe, who try and show that the world is what it is. It's not some supernatural driven force controlled by this supernatural being. No, you get all that as we have for decades and decades, and that is the thing. It's all embraced, all within the confines of this cottage, cabin. Sorry, not cottage, cabin. This cabin is where everything is being played out in the massive wider context of the world, and all the philosophies are coming together. It's quite amazing the way it's played out, and I love all these themes. It's a wonderful experience as a film to watch. and I highly recommend this. And if you love this director, yes, you're going to love this again. He delivers the goods perfectly. He really does. Here is my copy, the 4K copy of this film. Fantastic. And it's just a one disc 4K. The pictures and sound immaculate. Fantastic. Highly recommended. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, because then we'll let you know when I produce all these videos about this and that, and you know what I'm like, Bayek. Yes. And if you like this video, please give it a like. It gets it out there, hopefully, and then more people might enjoy, algorithms that, might say, oh, I might try that. And it all costs note. Yes, so please give it a like. And if you got any comments, please put your comments down. I really do enjoy reading your comments. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed it. I do highly recommend this film. I do, yes. Okay. So, all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.